what Trump does on the tariffs, and he does this on a lot of things, at various times throughout the history of Congress, we have passed laws to try to give some flexibility to the president in an emergency. By and large, Congress must act before this thing happens. But, if a set of extraordinary circumstances happen, the president can, act without Congress, but very narrow. Trump has taken those narrow things and blown the doors off of them and claimed that there are emergencies that simply don't exist. And the courts have slowed that. Now and I'm sorry, I haven't studied this recently, but there's a particular provision in the law that he's been relying on for his tariffs to declare an emergency. The Supreme Court, although they keep stalling, seems poised to say, no, that doesn't work. So now he's going to use a different one. And we'll have to go back through the entire court process, and Lord knows how long that will take. So the only way to stop the tariffs is to get Congress to vote. Now, the Senate did, a month ago, thereabouts, vote to repeal some of those tariffs. There is an appetite for this, and this is what we have to keep pushing. We've had some success with discharge petitions on Epstein and on the Affordable Care Act. So we're going to file a discharge petition to try and force that as well. But that's what we have to do. But we really also have to tell the story of how devastating these tariffs have been. And I've talked to so many people just like you who have a business. And usually these are small businesses, medium-sized at most, but they have certain component parts that they're dependent upon from other countries. And now the cost of those component parts have skyrocketed. And in many cases, it's put people completely out of business because their business doesn't pencil out anymore because of how the costs have gone up because of what Trump has done. We've also seen our economy really suffer. No jobs were added last year as businesses scrambled to deal with the unpredictable tariff environment that Trump was throwing at them. And also, by the way he is terrorizing the immigrant labor force, blocking our ability to get access to the workers that we need. So we need to tell that story, make that case, and get Congress to pass laws stopping the tariffs. Because again, I think most people recognize that. It's just that, they talk about Trump derangement syndrome, which is supposedly their excuse for criticizing Trump for whatever he does. The real Trump derangement syndrome is the complete unwillingness of the Republican Party to ever disagree with him. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, I've been through Democrat and Republican presidents, and every single one of them has had Democrats that are willing to criticize the Democratic president, Republicans who are willing. Now what we have is a cult of personality more than a party. And we just need to smash that and change these policies.